What's going on YouTube? 008 here. I'm here with my girlfriend Carla, and we just came back from seeing The Incredible.
Combustion imminent? What does that mean? Ah!
It means fire, Robert.
It was really good.
You see, well, first of all, we watched the first one today as well, and we've seen that before. Let's just watch the first one today before we go see the second one. Yeah, it's probably a good job we did that because it proper started right where the first one left off, didn't it?
Yeah.
Proper.
But it's not as good as the first one. It's good, but it's just like what you'd expect, really.
Yeah. Like, so I don't know, because the trailer made it seem like it was going to get really, I don't know, into politics or something like that. The whole Mr. Incredible sitting at home, but it wasn't like that at all. It was just natural. It felt like that's how the story should progress, because he was the one that was doing all the stuff in the first film while she was at home, and then they all come out together in the end, and then she was one going out while he was at home this time, and it was an interesting dynamic to see them switch positions like that, wasn't it?
But it was funny, but it wasn't like forced.
Yeah,
it made
that's
you
what I
laugh,
loved.
but not in
I
like,
was worried because in this Marvel day and age where everything's like jokes, comedy, like now it's like I thought this was gonna be they're gonna be constantly throwing jokks at you.
So did I. That's what I
high rolling jokes, but
yeah,
no, for ages it was just about bringing the plot forward, telling the story, and the characters. You'll see in their character development and stuff. There was no jokes unless there needs to be jokes. Like one of the funniest parts was when Jack was trying to keep his dad awake, like
Jack was like the main funny bit. If he wasn't in it, it probably wouldn't be funny.
It was the funniest attraction, yeah.
Do you know
True.
what I mean?
Jack was probably the comic relief in this.
But I definitely think they're going to do a third one because they're going to have to explore like everything that he could do.
Yeah.
In, like, much,
I wonder how
like,
you know
detail.
because he's so cute as a baby. You know they're not going to age him now, don't you? He's going to keep.
He's
They're
not
going to age now. They're going to be like the Simpsons, aren't they?
Maybe they'll let him get to like
I don't know,
2 or 3, or I didn't really know how old he's supposed to be anyway. But
yeah, he looks like he's just been born or something. Like he's not even 1 year or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, it's cool. He's like the most strongest. Maybe he could be the next villain or something. Like not unintentional villain, like because he gets too powerful now and stuff.
Maybe because he does seem to have a lot more powers than anybody else.
Yeah, he's got all these crazy powers. Like he lives in another dimension sometimes when he wants to. It's crazy. What did you think about the villain actually?
Just a bit.
Just bland?
Yeah.
Did you know it was going to be the girl in the end?
No.
I can't remember her name now, what's her name?
That's how memorable she is, right? That's how memorable she is.
Yeah, I can't remember her name.
But yeah, it was just, you know, a bit. I loved the first half of the movie, and I didn't really. The second half was just a bit like,
yeah.
But the first half was like the building the story was really, really good, really fun. And Edna's just like freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, she always
I love the fact that Edna was able to like control Jack. I just love that the dynamic, and the Jack was walking like her in his lollipop, and it's really cute, like just walking like.
It was so cute.
And the mini
and
Edna.
really funny.
If that's even possible.
But yeah, the villain was just like, she wasn't very memorable. Like, she was just a bit like.
I like that because you'd expect the guy to be the villain, wouldn't you? Like the guy in a suit and all that, with his big nose and everything. You just think he's gonna be the villain, like behind everything. But she was like. But then I expected her to be the villain as well, because it was either one of them two, like the siblings.
Yeah, you figured that out a lot quicker than I did.
Yeah, because the first thing I thought was, who's the villain in this then? And I was like, okay, it's going to be these people that have dragged them in, like, for this, like, bringing the heroes back thing that they're doing. So I was like, it's obviously going to be one of these two, either the sister or the brother. I thought it's going to be the sister, isn't it? It was a cool, like, concept, like she was mind controlling everyone and all that. Like she didn't have like powers.
She was just a bit.
Yeah, she didn't have too much personality.
She was vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, I mean, she was a bit sassy, but then every female hero is going to be sassy, aren't they? They could have made her a different kind of character, like personality or something, to make her a bit more interesting. Yeah.
She was just bland to me.
Yeah.
Bland. But yeah, the first half of the movie is like really good.
The
Second half is just like.
I think I saw some bad reviews that put it down a bit for me. But then there's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I liked it. It seemed long though.
The thing is, when you bring out a film like 14, 15 years later, it's managing everyone's expectations, isn't it?
Yeah, especially when it's as popular as Incredibles. Yeah. Like, that's really
and that's
popular.
like a childhood film, so like, you have to go into that like, oh my god thing, and you're going to basically relive your
and
childhood.
we're all 15 years older now as well.
Yeah, exactly.
That's who's going to watch it.
Exactly.
One of my favourite characters, it's got to be Jack and Dash.
Mine's Edna. Like I just think she's just
Edna's
incredible.
cool as well.
Like ironically, I use that word, but yeah, I just think she is just so cool.
Yeah.
She's just like hilarious and funny and just.
Yeah, she's cool. She's definitely gonna be a third one. I feel like they're gonna give her a
They're
bigger
definitely
role
going to do a third one.
and give Edna a bigger role.
Possibly.
Shouldn't they?
Yeah, possibly.
It's pretty powerful the way she can figure out something that can control Jack Jack, that device thing that's destroyed now. Right, what other favourite characters do you have apart from Edna? Just Edna.
Yeah, there's not much like.
Don't like Elastigirl.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah.
I like that she has like a banging body.
Yeah, I know, right? It's
like
funny
her body's
because she
just, like,
hated
absolutely banging.
She hated her ass in the first film in 2004, but now her ass is probably in fashion now. They've got that body of hers is actually in fashion now.
Literally, with the small waist and the big
Yeah.
thighs and
Yeah, Miss Incredible, killing it.
But no, she was just.
Yeah.
They were exactly how they were in the first one, really. They weren't much different.
What did you think about Miss Incredible being at home and a stay-at-home dad? Like,
Yeah, that was really
that
fun
was cool.
to
Yeah,
watch.
it was funny, wasn't it?
You can see him sitting there like, this is really hard. Like,
Yeah.
I need to be nicer to my wife. I need to be much nicer to my wife.
I thought it was definitely an interesting change of dynamic. I thought it was definitely fun to see, like him how he interacts with the kids and all that stuff. That little storyline was interesting as well.
Yeah, and the way he like has to relearn math and everything
Yeah,
to like try
like,
and.
keep up with the modern age
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
But no,
Yeah,
it
it's
was
cool.
really good.
It was
Yeah,
cool. They did the unexpected by continuing it on right from the last film.
yeah.
Like,
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah,
to be
everybody. I'm
fair.
sure everybody in thought
Wasn't
they were gonna
expecting that.
have an older Dash. She's gonna be a teenager.
Yeah,
and
that's
like,
what I thought. I thought they
15
would have
years
aged
later,
a little bit. Not
yeah.
not that much, but I thought they would have
little
definitely
bit.
aged a little bit.
Yeah, and
But it
Elastigirl.
literally picked up like.
Yeah, right where it left off, the mole man and the thing and everything. Crazy. But Elastigirl's action scenes were really cool as well. Like on the motorcycle,
Yeah,
that
no,
was awesome
she
when
was.
she
She
was
just had some
stretching out.
really like,
Yeah.
really cool scenes.
That motorcycle scene, the stopping the train. When she stopped the train and it said, "Well done, Elastigirl," that's when I figured out that this is obviously going to be connected to that guy. At first I thought the whole thing was he made all these crimes happen, so then they have a reason for the superheroes to be there, like so he has a controlled.
So you could show them off.
Yeah,
basically.
show
Look
them
what
off.
they can do.
Yeah, look what they can do. That would have made more sense than her just being like, "Oh, I'm mad because I didn't like the way my dad was let down by the heroes." That was her whole motivation of why she's a villain. Was
That's what I mean by being bland.
Yeah,
she was
like-
just like.
I think it would have been much more interesting if it was like, oh, we were just making these crimes up so we can control them and make you guys look good. But then like you would have had like Elastigirl and Miss Incredible have a moral dilemma about that. Like, no, actually that's not cool. Like making up fake crimes just to make us look good. And there could have been a battle about that.
Yeah,
There would have been
no.
about principles then, wouldn't it? It would have been a bit more interesting.
Yeah, that is a really interesting concept.
Rather than
actually.
just, oh, well, my parents died or something. And I didn't
Yeah.
like the way they died.
I didn't like. One thing I didn't like is the like superheroes that they brought in.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
they
the
just
other
seemed a bit
superheroes.
like stupid and a
They were
bit
just
like.
they were just there to be cannon fodder and for them to fight really, weren't
Yeah,
it?
but they were just a bit stupid.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Void was pretty cool because
Yeah.
she has like a really cool
Power,
power.
the
But other
crusher
than that, they
guy.
were just a bit like.
You didn't even see what the other one. Then Reflux. It was just throwing up lava at him.
The old guy.
Yeah, you're right. I agree. Void was the one that stood out of all of them. The rest of them didn't. I didn't even see what the brick guy did. I can't remember anything
Yeah,
he did.
exactly.
I remember he holding something, and then Samuel Jackson's character just broke out with his ice. He's cool, man. He's always doing some legit shit with his ice. So he comes in, he's proper like. Without him, man, I don't know if they'd get a lot of things done. Like.
But do you think he's like? I don't know. It's not like a really cool superpower to have.
Just to have ice. I don't know, but it did a lot. Look what it did at the
exactly.
end.
I know
like,
what you mean, but like when you hit Frozone and you can
Frozen.
make things into ice, it's a bit like. Oh.
Yeah. I thought it was they showed him off well. Yeah, I wonder how much of a role he'll have in the third film, because you know.
They're definitely gonna make a third one,
Yeah.
but I hope they just don't wait another 15 years.
So you
to
think?
make that
So
one.
you think overall this one's not as good as the first one?
Not as good as the first one,
Actually-
but I think that's because we had expectations. Well, I had expectations.
Yeah.
And I think you go into it like expecting them to
Do
show
some-
you
blow
to
your
relive
mind.
expecting them to help you relive your childhood.
Oh, it's never
and they can't quite do that.
It's hard.
But love the first half of the film.
Yeah, the second half was just a bit flat.
like,
I agree with you.
Yeah, it just needed like that little bit of like something, like that little je ne sais quoi to like pick it up, you know.
And the first film was just good all the way, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe the first film is better then.
The first film's definitely better.
Helped me decide that the first film was probably better. At first I was thinking this one's better because there's so much going on. The action's crazy. It's really cool. I loved all the hero stuff with Elastigirl trying to figure out who this like what's it called, the hypnotised person is. I was like really interested in that. But then, as you said, when it got to the bit where you figured everything out, it got a bit like, okay, well, when's it going to get to the...
Like, just needed something, like, I don't know what,
it was quite
but
long
just needed
as well.
something
It
to
felt
like...
long.
Yeah, just needed something to pick up. But Jack and Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl, their stories were really cool.
Yeah.
And I think they could have played on that a bit more.
Yeah.
But if you notice, Mr. Incredible didn't do anything, like, didn't really have a fight scene. And
yeah, not
really,
much.
like,
They should have given him a bit more. He didn't do too, like, he was just at home and then... Yeah, and then when he did come out to fight, like, he just was holding the ship and trying to bring the ship back. Didn't really do too much. Could have had a cooler scene. But yeah. But overall, what would you give the film out of 10? Your overall final score?
5.5 maybe?
5.5? He always gives harsh. She always gives harsh scores to films. Always harshest scores.
Yeah, but if I give a high score, you know I loved that film.
Yeah. Give
5.5. Yeah. 5.5.
I'll give this...
I'll give the first one like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah. I'd give this a 7.5 actually.
No, that's way too high.
7.5. I'm generous with my
Way
ones.
too high.
7.5. The Incredibles 2.
If it was a film just about Edna, I would get like a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. But yeah, that's our review of The Incredibles. Don't you have anything else to add?
No.
That's our review of The Incredibles 2. If you liked it, give us a like, subscribe, let us know what you guys think of The Incredibles 2 in the comments below. Hit the notification bell for notifications, and I'll see you again. Peace.